Hello and welcome back. I like the pink tunnel there, or the pink sky, and the distant trees on the horizon. It's quite a view, huh? Giant colossal structures from ages past that nowadays civilizations cannot even dream of achieving. Welcome back, friends. Let's talk to some rangers here at the Hiking's Crossing place, starting with Sardan, our connection to the hobbits.
Could I speak with you a moment?
On the bluff above us is a catapult that Angmar brought along on its way to the city. Oh, we managed to damage it enough that they left it behind, and now we intend to repair it and use it ourselves. Hmm. It certainly won't reach Anuminas, but that is not our goal. We wish to use it to fling ropes over the Colossus. That will allow us to climb and begin repairing the areas we cannot currently reach. Search the debris scattered along the banks of the river and see if you can find the following supplies: several bundles of rope, some pieces of driftwood, a few small flywheels, and a couple of pouches of oil. Hmm, flywheels as well. Once you have found them, bring them to Kuther at the catapult on the bluff just to the south of here. Repairing the catapult.
Greetings.
You should be able to find all you need along the banks of the river. Useful things tend to be strewn along them. So let me get this straight. You have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about, over a dozen people here. You cannot afford to send a single soul to scout the river for until I appeared, huh? Is that what you're saying to me? Okay. I'm happy to scavenge the river and get useful stuff, don't get me wrong. Wow, what is inside those jars? Are those jars? These look well sealed. It's a little mysterious to me. Is this your grandma's jam? Hmm? Admit it, Gyaunartan.
Could I speak with you a moment?
There are some ruins on the hills above the turn in the river of which we only recently discovered the purpose. There was a lighthouse there, believe it or not, to guide ships as they made the turn from the lake into the Baranduin. Okay, lighthouse. Is this oil for the lighthouse in those jars? I doubt it. The keeper of that flame was tasked with recording all of the wrecks and tragedies he witnessed from his perch, so search parties could be sent to attempt to retrieve what was lost. But in the waning days of the kingdom, they could not have been focused on recovering too much. Head to the lighthouse and see if you can find any old papers from those logbooks. If we can get a lead as to where some of the wrecks happened, we might be able to recover some ancient valuables. Ancient logbook? Okay.
What do you need?
Look among the rubble of what is left of the lighthouse. There must surely be something useful left within there, even if it be but a crap. Or a scrap, I guess. Well, same reaction as to the previous quest, guys. I won't repeat myself, but you know what I mean. Okay, and you, Daryl?
Stay a moment.
Barad Tarsir is a place we know little about. There was not much left in the record, but I know it was a site of value. It controlled the shipping lanes and access to the lake from the Baranduin. Every boat traveling the river passed through it. The robbers there are a nuisance, but they should not distract from the larger goal: to learn as much as we can and preserve as much history as possible. We shall never know where we're going if we do not know where we came from. Head down to Bar Tarsir and do some scouting for me. I know there are 5 doorways, but I do not know what they lead to. Knowing the makeup of the structures would be of great help. Okay, so if the robbers are just a nuisance, as you're saying, same objection as for the previous quests. Entrances of Bar Tarsir.
Greetings.
Until we know what those entrances lead to, we cannot know how valuable Baratarsir really is. And we here rangers are helpless. Only champions from other lands can help us, ever. In fact, if it wasn't for you, we would just be staring into the river here, the murky waters, and do nothing for centuries. I mean, we're mortal, not for centuries, for decades at most. Oh boy, Rangers. Adlet, Adlatian.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We have to do something about the tomb robbers, Basabur. And by we, I mean you. I have spoken with my kinsmen about this matter, but we are stretched thin. There's only 13 of us, while you're a whole one, you know? We must focus on the threats to the tombs of our forebears in Men Erain and the crypts of Anuminas, even while other areas fall into danger. Southeast of this colossus, the sands of the Barandalf and the dune grasses are swept by the breezes that come off the Brandywine. But now the gentle breezes carry, too, the harsh cries and commands of a band of tomb robbers. They have established a camp in the ruins of Baratarsir, on the far side of the Brandywine, and I fear that before long they will cross this river and pass into the peaceful lands to the south. You'll be rewarded. If you can defeat the tomb robbers at Baratarsir alone, we will not be able to help you because there's only 13 of us and there is a whole one of you. We cannot allow them to ransack and carry away our past, but we cannot afford to do anything about it ourselves because we're just rangers and there's only 13 of us or whatever. Scavengers of Baratarsir.
What can I do for you?
Baratarsir is southeast of this colossus, in the Barndalf, on the far side of the river Brandywine. Yeah, we haven't been on the other side of the Brandywine River. I guess we are good swimmers, so we'll just cross it by swimming. Anybody else here? Oh yes, one more. Who are you? Yeah, the lights here are really bright. Where is this coming from? Some unusually bright light. Okay, I'm going towards the periphery of the bright spot, but still. Evendim will be restored. We shall see to it, says Hertur.
Would you do something for me?
I pride myself on the wide array of supplies I carry, Basabur, and I do my best to maintain my inventory. You can imagine the disappointment if I were to travel to the southern lands and not have the various knickknacks of which the hobbits there are fond. No, I must maintain my stock at all times. But it's not easy. To get to Dwalling and Aldbarton, you have to travel southeast of Tinudir and pass through the Barandov. Yes, I know. The sands and dunes of that place are now home of creatures vile and dangerous. On my last journey, in fact, so vile and dangerous that even hobbits used to defeat them and use them for their glass blowing, business. But you, as a ranger, of course, you have no chance against something that hobbits do. On my last journey, I was quite surprised by the grasping tendrils of a number of sandlurkers. Okay, sandlurkers are a little more dangerous. Okay, that's fine. I barely managed to escape with my life and my inventory. Okay, sandlurkers are a little different, it's true. That is unacceptable, Basabur. If you can defeat some of the sandlurkers, I will greatly appreciate it and reward you in kind. You'll find many of the creatures near Lithost, on the banks of the Brandywine. Lithost is on the other side of the river and slightly south of Baratarsir, if you're familiar with those ruins. Danger among the dunes.
How can I be of service?
The sandlurkers can be found throughout the Barandalf southeast of here, but especially near Lithost. Lithost is on the opposite side of the Brandywine from Baratarsir. Okay, we learned that already. What else?
Stay a moment.
There is a small ruin on the west side of the Barandalf called Lithost. It is nothing more than a shell of the walls now, but I feel we should make an effort everywhere we can. Crawlers have filled these ruins. This normally would not be a terrible thing. Nature is generally kind. Nature is generally kind, huh? However, these crawlers are diggers, and we shall not allow nature to dig. They burrow holes throughout the ancient bricks and stone. In time, they could bring down this very colossus. Head to Lithost and search out the crawlers. The ones we're interested in stopping will not be on the surface. Flip over some rocks and defeat whatever you find beneath them. So let me get this straight. You have like small, slow-moving crawlers which have established themselves in a particular place far away from the Colossus. And you think by killing some of them will prevent the eventual colossal failure of the Colossus here? Because you expect eventually they'll come here and start digging under here? Great plan. Hiding underfoot.
What do you need?
You have to flip over the rocks to find the ones we want. They will not be out in the open. Oh boy. The rangers around here are particularly silly, I think. But, you know, or at least some of them are. What can you do? Except have fun in the process. Okay, so we have plenty to do here, guys, but we don't have to venture too far to defeat some sand lurkers, so we might as well start with that. And we have plenty more to do. Let's see. There is our first sand lurker here. Good. Oh, look at the sky. It's beautiful. Okay, a quest item. The weeds are slimy and do not appear to be any different from any other river weeds. And yet, somehow I have to do something. Never mind. However, when they touch your skin, you feel a soft, soothing feeling. A ranger at the Colossus may be interested in this. In the soft, soothing feeling? Or in the soggy weeds? Jeez. Why would I think that a pile of soggy weeds is something that would interest a ranger? Oh, yes, I know, because they're extra silly. Yes, okay, that makes sense. But I guess the fact that they're being soothing, maybe they can be used as a remedy of some sort, and that would make more sense. So okay, I'll shut up. There's a creeping sand lurker. We need only a couple more. Oh yes. And we're done. So just defeating 5 lurkers would satisfy this ranger? Fine. No problem. You're especially mossy today, aren't you? Too bad we had to die. Okay. So, let's see. Now, we have to search the rubble at the ancient lighthouse. Is that here? Oh yeah. Pile of rubble. A pile of rubble from the lighthouse that once stood here. Yeah, it's kind of at the bend of the river. Yeah, strategic location, I guess. The rubble here contained nothing of value. Let's see. Well, I guess the bend is on this side. Yeah, it's right here, so it makes sense if they build a lighthouse on this place. It's far above the water. Nothing of value here either. Overlooking both sides of the bend. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, what about... Wow, there's a lot of piles. You find a tethered page buried within the rubble. Yes. Can I read the tether page? Apparently not. But here's a pile of soggy weeds. A pile of soggy weeds. Your skin is sooted when you touch them. Yes, yes. I'll stop touching them. I'm sooted too much now. Okay. What else? A single flickering limb raffen. Sorry, lurker. You're too close. You attacked me. I had to defend myself. Okay, so... in terms of repairing the catapults, let's see. Okay, so around the river, so we have to head this way, guys. Let's see. With just a little more peaceful around here, it would have been beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful, but it's a little unnerving that you always have to deal with creatures. Uh-huh. Let's see. Just sitting here, a pouch of oil, a pouch containing a small amount of oil. Great. Wow. If I only knew, I'll be so rich just collecting stuff here where the water curves. Piece of driftwood, a dry piece of driftwood. Okay, so that's more of something that you would expect around the river. And driftwood would definitely not make you rich. Okay, anything else on this side of the river? Let me see. Oh, yes. What is rope? Bundle of rope. A bundle of rope, slightly frayed, but should be safe. Yeah, should be safe, sure. That's what will tell the rangers. They have to deal with them themselves, you know? Assessing the strength of the rope. They have to at least do one thing by themselves without my help. So it might as well be that. Okay, another pouch of oil. A piece of driftwood. Okay. Well, that looks different here. What is that? Small flywheel. Wow. Small flywheel. The circular edge has no major chips or cracks. Oh, yes. It's a pretty fine small flywheel. And then more rope. Okay. Wow, this keeps going. And my pockets are endless as usual. Okay. Good. Well, let's see. Is there more stuff? Oh yeah. I see another rope over here. Impressive. I'm impressed by the density of findings around the river banks. Wow. More driftwood here as well. And here the river starts flowing faster because it's forced into a narrower place. Cool. Okay, more rope. Okay. Let's see. At this point we have to return. And maybe we can swim through the river on this side. Well, at this location, I mean. Because it's a little narrower, so we have to do less swimming, though the current is stronger here, but we're such strong swimmers. It's impressive, isn't it? Okay. So here we have yet another small flywheel. We're done with the flywheels. Need to find 2 more bundles of rope and one pouch of oil, which we just did. And then I'm sure we have to deal with the ruffians. Well, we might as well start now. You have to defeat 12 of those? Easy. Ooh, we have a Tomb Defender deed. Or Tomb Defender, I mean. Let's see. Tomb robbers have long sifted through the ruined paths of Anuminas and the tombs of the fallen kings of old. The Rangers of the North ally with any who would take up arms to keep these thieves and scoundrels at bay. With any? That's a little too generous, but okay. Okay, so we have to defeat tomb robbers plenty. Okay. Where would we find More debris. I mean, not debris, but stuff left along the... And I'm surprised. Those are professional tomb robbers, but they didn't care about collecting the pouches of oil or the ropes. They didn't find it useful, and there's so many of them. It's all very weird. Like the ranger's like, nah, we won't collect any of those, even though we badly need them, unless a single champion appears somehow, unexpectedly. While the tomb robbers will be, nah, those are valuable things, but we won't pick them up, even though we're so many of us and nobody is bothering us here on this side, except now that a champion appeared, of course. So it's all a little weird to me, frankly. Okay. Let's see, repairing the catapult. We'll have to see. There must be more stuff around here. Nope. Nothing. What about through those tall grasses? Nothing. Okay. Well, now we defeated enough robbers, because even though there are plenty more around here. Collect bundles of rope. Yeah. We also have to discover the entrance ways. Okay. Tarsier. The deep ruts in the ground and small wooden pieces identify this as the old storeroom. Okay, this is the old storeroom. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, are we too fat to go through this hole? Yeah, apparently we are. I have to check on my diet. Okay. Here, scruffy tomb robber. Here, getting 16 reputation by exterminating you. Well, not exterminating, but defeating you. Okay, that's a nice entrance. Okay. Ta-da. Scruffy tomb robbers. A large amount of pottery shards identify this as the dining hall. Cool. Alright. Now what? More tomb robbers. I mean, there are so many of them. It's crazy. How do they eat? How do they sustain themselves in such numbers here? The high point of the ruins. The scattered debris of weaponry makes it clear that these were the barracks. Yes, apparently. And you are the chief tomb robber. A little tougher, are you? Okay. Supply chest. Let's rob the robbers, guys. It's always a good idea to rob the robbers. Okay. Okay. Here, a faint etching of swords and bows light the doorway. This must have been the armory. Okay. Easy peasy. Okay. Now then. We still need to find the 5th entranceway. Okay. Let's rob the robbers. A desperate tomb robber. Desperate for what? Desperate how? They didn't look particularly desperate to me. So it can be either scruffy or desperate, but not both at the same time? Aha, that might be the last entrance. Okay. This doorway was either left unmarked, or time has worn away any inscription. Maybe it's where they buried people? I'm not sure. Who knows? It's high enough above the water to serve as a burial place, but Ogden Oaks? I'm sure we have to deal with Ogden Oaks again. Or I suspect at least. So where are the bundles of rope now? I thought we found them. But apparently not. Meaning, we didn't find the last two, but I thought they were around here, and apparently they're not. Which is kind of strange. Because it's showing that there should be another bundle of rope somewhere here. Oh, yes. I guess here. Okay, fine. And then, guys, we only need to collect one more bundle. And should head back. Oh, we have to flip over rocks and defeat the crawlers. I forgot all about it. Well, maybe, guys. Maybe what will happen is we'll do that, and that should be enough of adventures for today. Yes, definitely. So we need to defeat 6 crawlers. Apologies, crawlers. So how would defeating 6 crawlers here prevent them from ever digging under the Colossus? See, I'm defeating 6 crawlers here. You can see how far away the Colossus is, and somehow that will prevent them from uprooting the Colossus one day. Great, just great plan. You found a crawler beneath the rock, yes. And a quest item, apparently. The ring is dull, and the design feels ancient. You cannot discern anything else about it. You should show it to one of the rangers at the Colossus camp. Yes, I will. Jewels of a crawler. Okay. So it's a small rock. Not so small. I think it's a medium-sized rock. Okay, fit one more of those. Okay. Good. Okay, for another one. Easy. Easily done, but pretty meaningless if you ask me, guys. Yep. Oh well. That's a small rock? No. That's taller than me. That's not a small rock, guys. Don't. Narrator? No. You just, no. And on that note, guys, I'll see you soon for more adventures. Enjoy life. Take care. I'll see you soon again. Goodbye.